everybody. It's Kelly Russell, the Rock Your Joy Coach. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you and welcome to my channel. Thanks for being here. So, we are coming down the home stretch of 2021, and New Year's Eve is right around the corner. We will be bidding goodbye to 2021 and all that it has been to us and welcoming in the new year 2022. And so I just want to throw my 2 cents in there and talk about the New Year's resolution. I am highly encouraging you not to set New Year's resolutions. I don't think they work. I think that there are three reasons why they don't, and I think they're kind of a setup. And so I'm going to encourage you to do something different instead this year. So the reasons why New Year's resolutions don't work. I think that there are three main reasons why they don't. So the first is that we are seeking, when we set a resolution, we're going to change something about ourselves. We are going to, give up a bad habit, or we're going to get healthier or lose weight, or we're going to become better in some way. We're going to become more fiscally responsible, or have less debt, or have better credit, or we're going to spend more time with our families, or take better care of our relationships, or just whatever it is putting our attention on something that is outside of ourselves in order to bring about some kind of a change that we feel like we need to make, that is ultimately going to make us happier. I mean, that is the whole reason why we do them, is to make ourselves happier and feel like we are doing a better job of humaning in some way by making some kind of a change. But the focus is always outside of ourselves. So that's one of the reasons why it's an ego setup. Anything in this world, anything that is outside ourselves is almost guaranteed not to work to bring about happiness and the kind of positive change that we really are trying to make. So that's one reason. So the next reason is that when we make a New Year's resolution, we typically think that it's something we have to make it happen. So we have to find a way to make the change ourselves. We have to start doing something different. We have to put some kind of a plan of action in place in which we are counting on ourselves, or we're hiring somebody to help us do it, or we are engaging in some kind of a program to make it happen. We're looking at it as something we have to do, kind of like alone in the world, that we have to somehow bring this about and make it happen. And again, that's another setup for failure, in thinking that anything that we do that we have to do alone. First of all, the idea that we have to do anything alone, and the idea that we can really make anything happen ourselves by doing it alone. So I think both of those things are erroneous, and they both lead to things not working and not being successful. And the third reason why New Year's resolutions don't work is because there is an inherent resistance to staying with them. We end up sabotaging ourselves. So we do them. We have all these good intentions. The road to hell is paved with them. And when I say hell, I'm not talking about hell like Satan and fire and brimstone and all of that. I'm talking about the hell that we create for ourselves right here in this world of illusions where we think we are. We sabotage ourselves. We start out strong. We have all this motivation, and we're going to do this thing, and we're going to get shit done in the new year. And then, a couple days, couple weeks, couple months into it, we're not going to the gym anymore, or we're haven't really made a dent in our financial situation or our credit, or we're not engaging in that practice that we said we were going to do, or whatever it is. And why is that? It is because there is an underlying belief that we all share, that we have separated from God and that we are therefore guilty. And we will continue to sabotage ourselves, to shoot ourselves in the foot, and to fuck our lives up in various ways, so that, it's a form of self-punishment. It is a way of continuing to reinforce the idea that we are in fact guilty or shameful or not good enough or failures or whatever, because we can feel like shit about the fact that we didn't stick with our New Year's resolution. So we literally set it up like that. And this is when I say we, I'm talking about the ego mind, which is not really who we are, but it's the voice we're listening to when we set up ourselves up with these New Year's resolutions. And so if you think about the fact that we feel like we have to punish ourselves, and why that is, because we believe that we separated from God. We didn't. There's no truth to that, but we have this collective belief sitting in the very base of our unconscious minds, which are all joined, that is telling us that we are guilty and shameful, and that we have done the unthinkable, in that not only separated from God, but actually rejected God. And in our minds killed him. And again, no truth to it. We couldn't do that even if we tried. It's not possible, but there's no truth even for us to believe it, but we do. And so what can actually help us to not sabotage ourselves and punish ourselves in this way this year is to actually invest our time and energy in something that will work and that is going to pay off for us with the rewards that we are really looking for, in terms of our peace of mind and joy and abundance, and being able to have an experience of life, of the life that we are having in this dream world, of being a happy dream, as opposed to this unhappy dream, or dream of, whatever the dream has been looking like to you. So how do we do that? The way that we do that is by entering the year with the intention of cultivating our relationship with that one who loves us beyond our ability to imagine, beyond our ability to fathom or reason, and to invite that relationship to be the one that guides our lives, that guides our thoughts, that guides our goals, our intentions, our actions, our words, our thoughts. If we put that relationship in charge of our lives, if we allow spirit to be in the driver's seat. Some people say, God is my co-pilot. I'm like, why the hell is God your co-pilot? Why are you driving and God is next to you? Spirit should be in the driver's seat, and you should be paying attention about where are you going, and looking at the beautiful sights along the way, and maybe giving snacks and keep playing the music and being a helpful passenger. But being able to really invest in that relationship and put your time and energy into that, and into, if you do that and you make that your priority, you make that your intention for the new year, having the relationship with spirit and treating that relationship with spirit with the priority and the importance that you think of when you think of other things in your life, and when you think of the things that you make a priority in your life, how important they are to you, how much time and energy and money and whatever else you invest in them. And then you think about how much time and energy and how much of yourself you invest in the relationship with your guide, your inner teacher, that aspect of your mind that is always has your highest good in mind and is always directing you toward the answer that is going to make you happy and the solution that is going to bring you peace and the answers that are going to help your relationships to be not in conflict and that all of the ways in which you could have the happy dream. And so that's my suggestion for you, my recommendation for you this New Year's. I have attached to this recording, there's on the screen there's a button that you can click to download a New Year's ritual, which will set you on the path of being able to let go of everything that is not serving you and welcome in the guidance in order to be able to have what will actually serve you. And you don't know what that is. We don't know what that is. We think we do, but we don't. And yet there is one who does know. And so you can download that. That is free. And also you can click on the button on the screen and download my meditation for inner peace. And that meditation for inner peace it is also a meditation for guidance because it brings you inner peace because you are relinquishing and you are letting go of your way of having things turn out, your outcome, what you think is the way that things are supposed to go. You are surrendering all of that bullshit because you don't know, and I don't know, and none of us know, but being willing to put those things in a on an altar and letting them go into the light and asking spirit instead to guide you and to take whatever it is that is a grievance in your mind or that is something that you want to have happen or you feel like it needs to happen, a certain solution or an answer that you're seeking, something you're struggling with, or something that is a dream of yours that you just you want it so much, and being willing to let go of all of it and allow spirit to literally to take the wheel in your life and to guide you in such a way so that what really will make you happy will actually be something that can manifest into your life through you when you let go of being convinced that you know what that is. And so downloading my meditation there, it takes you through a practice. It's pretty short, 6 or 7 minutes, but it takes you through a practice of how to let go of everything and just have peace and communion being what you are actually seeking. And that when you do that, when you put spirit in that place of priority to that where that's all you want to do is let go of everything else and just be in that place of a communion and an exchange of love back and forth. Being in that state is when you enter that vibration of openness and availability and allow yourself to be a vessel, allow yourself to be a channel for spirit to express into the world in and through you. And that is really where the miracles happen. And that is really where you wind up having everything that you want, even though it may not look the way that you thought it was going to. So, having said all of that about not seeking outside of ourselves and not feeling like we have to make it all happen ourselves, um, I do actually want to say that if you have thought doing about making some kind of a transformation in your life, having some kind of a goal, and wanting to do something in your life, where maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do, maybe it's something that you want to start a different kind of a career, or you want to let go of something, or you want to write a book, or you just have something that is like a passion that you really would like to do, and you're looking for maybe some help and some guidance around it. And I don't know if you've ever thought about doing coaching with me, but that is what I do. My coaching and my teaching business is called Rock Your Joy for a reason. And it is because I help people rock their joy in every aspect of their lives. And so when you work with me and you set yourself a goal, whether you're working with me for 3 months or 6 months or a year, when you set a goal to what you want to work on, the first thing that we do is bring spirit into it. And spirit is part of the process. And so what I see my role as is helping you to facilitate your relationship with spirit in being able to bring about whatever it is that is wanting to be expressed through you, and that's calling to you. If it's calling to your heart, then you're supposed to do it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be calling to your heart in that way. And I bring my own experience of 20 years as a Course in Miracles student, as well as a course teacher, and as from using the principles of A Course in Miracles to bring about miraculous transformation in my own life, so that it is almost unrecognizable to me from where it used to be. And I bring that to the coaching role. And so I see myself as a companion, as a navigator on this road trip. I'm very clear that it's spirit that's at the wheel, but that I can be helpful. And so if you've thought about it, or even if you haven't, and it's something that you think you might want to explore, you can click the button below that will, I've been running a special all during the month of December on my coaching programs. And so they are being offered at discounted prices through New Year's. And so if that's something you're interested in, you can click on the button that will check out the holiday offerings so you can see what they are. And you can, on that page, there's a place to book a free discovery call with me, which is a coaching call designed to work on something that you have been wanting to work on. But the purpose of the call is to determine whether I would be somebody that you might want to work with. So I invite you to do that as well. And again, in the service of, in this world, making your dream a happier one. So thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you for being with me throughout this year. And thanks for joining me and for subscribing to my channel and showing up the way you do. I love being here with you. And I can't even tell you. It's kind of beyond words for me, but it's such a blessing in my life, as you are. And I feel like it's such a privilege to be here and talking to you every week. So I wish you a very, very happy new year. And I've enjoyed journeying through 2021 with you. And for some of you, I've enjoyed journeying through all the years that we've been together. And I look very, very forward to having you as part of my life in 2022. I love you. Happy New Year.